Today I want to talk about how to increase your dopamine using your power of observation. So I'm sure we can all remember times when we've had these states where we perform really well, we feel really good, we think really well, time flies by, and another name for these states are flow states. And my belief, and this is based on just talking with Dr. Jack Kruse and reading a lot of his work, is we need healthy levels of dopamine to achieve these flow states. So one of the things I want you to be aware of are times when you've been in these states and the circumstances around those times. So different things can create these proper circumstances so we can more easily enter these flow states and be in this really good state of mind when we have higher levels of dopamine. So one of these times is when we're around certain people. So I'm sure there have been times when you're hanging out with somebody or a group of people and you just feel amazing. The conversation flows really easily. Thoughts easily pop in your head. And these are people that are raising your dopamine. On the other side, on the flip side, there are things that steal your dopamine. So I'm sure you've been around groups of people where everything's an effort. It feels like 10 or 15 minutes feels like forever. So these are people you want to avoid because they're stealing your dopamine. So be very aware of this. Other things to be aware of are songs. So I'm sure you've heard a song before, and next thing you know, you're back in another part of time. So songs are really interesting in that they can capture memories and emotions from other times in our lives. So keep track of these songs that help you change your state. Sometimes I'll be flipping through the radio or just randomly playing music through my phone, and a song will pop up that'll just bring me back to another time, and it really puts me in a very positive state. So what I started doing is I created a playlist that I call Motivate. So every time I hear a song that puts me in a positive state, I'll put it in that playlist. And when I need an extra boost, I'll go ahead and I'll play that playlist. I'll just put it on random. And these songs can help to put me in a more positive state. So keep track of these things because we're all different. Another thing that can put you in these states is when you're being very creative, when you're pushing yourself, stretching yourself, challenging yourself, or doing something that you're passionate about. So be aware of this. Think back to times when you've been doing these things and recall how you felt. And to get back in these states, you've got to do more things that push you to be creative, to challenge you, to push you a little bit outside of your comfort zone, to do things that are passionate. But these are all ways that we can raise our dopamine just by taking different actions, doing different things. Exercise is also very vital for this. So a lot of people have what they call runner's high or exercise high. This is actually created from a combination of beta endorphins, which are a natural opioid made by your body, and also dopamine levels. So for me personally, what I've observed is a winning combination is not only working out, but hitting the sauna after my workout. So there have been times I've just worked out, there have been times I just do the sauna. But when I do that combination, I have a very free flow of thoughts in my mind. And lots of times I'll be running from the sauna to my locker to take down some notes on my phone so I don't forget. So anytime I want to have increased creativity, I will do what I can to go to the gym, get a good workout in, and then hit the sauna. Something else for me is going on a hike. So yesterday I was just having kind of one of those blah days where I just wasn't really feeling it. And I was feeling actually a little under the weather. So I forced myself to go on a hike. And what do you know? About 15, 20 minutes into the hike, I just started thinking much more clearly, feeling a whole lot better. So become aware of these different things that put you in these heightened states of increased dopamine, and also become aware of things that steal your dopamine. So for me personally, one of the things I would do chronically that I didn't really observe is I was a big weekend drinker. And on Saturday, Sunday, Monday, and sometimes even into Tuesday, I'd be in a lower dopamine state because when you drink, drinking actually gives you hits of dopamine, but when you're hungover the next day, you have lower dopamine. So lower dopamine states are when you're hungover, when you're sick, when you're around people you just don't like to be around. These can all steal your dopamine, slow down time, make it harder for you to think, focus, concentrate on all those things. So be aware, not just of the things that increase your dopamine, put you in a positive state, but the things that rob you of dopamine and impact your performance. This is super huge. So if you found value in this video, please give it a thumbs up. It helps with the algorithm. And if you think it'll help somebody else, then please share it. Thanks. I'll see you on the next video.